very good evening to Mr. Mahendran. And today we are Group 8 and we are going to present about the effect of corporate sustainability on corporate education, the case of Al-Mansour, Egypt. So before I start, I would like to introduce my team members. I'm Eugene, and the second team member is Rashid, and the third team member is Lin Hoi Sun, and lastly is Chan Shong. For my part, I would like to talk about the CSR model implemented in Al-Mansour Group. So this model implemented by Al-Mansour is triple bottom line models. And this model consists of three aspects. And firstly, which is profit, planet, and people. These three key aspects are the key important criteria in this model, and they are closely related to each other. So in order to be sustainable, these three aspects must be obtained. So in a simpler words, these three aspects is considered as an economic, social, and environmental responsibility. So in this economic dimension, the Al-Mansour focus on reducing production costs and achieve sustainability through maximizing the efficiency to purchase natural resources in an affordable way to promote their business. And in this case study, Egypt's company suffer economic downturns and turnover rates because due to rate of inflation is high. Therefore, one of the strategy used by Al-Mansour is diversification. So in this strategy, right, they begin to diversify and purchase one of company in Alexandria. This is a water bottling plant in Siwa, and they use to diversify with this company to extend their business. And the main objective of this diversification is to target low-income earners. And this is because there's a big gap between the supermarket, which mainly sell premium ingredients and materials to the market, where low middle income earners are not used to it, so they serve and creating value to the communities, and in turns the Al-Mansour earn a profitability in return. Besides that, it also helps to help stakeholders like supplier, shareholder, and many more. And then the second aspect of this strategy is people. It refers to a social dimension where focuses on improving standard of living. Al-Mansour maintains a good relationship between the society and the enterprise, where the company ensures there's a yearly annual review with their colleagues and the subordinates in order to know what they are thinking, and in returns they create value and feedback to the company. Company also enhance their skill by providing trainings, attending seminars for opportunity to improve their self. Also, there is quality training about 3 to 50 hours provided to their employees, depends on their seniority level. And according to the Global Compact, there is only 6% out of only 4% employees in the Al-Mansour lab. This shows that the company responsibility towards the employees is good enough. And last aspect is planet, refers to the place where company and the peoples, which everyone have the responsibility to care about environment. So the company deals with suppliers who are FDA approved And the key personnel are trained in the ISO standard so that they understand what is the key area on maintaining the environment. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
I'm Chancel. So I will talk about the companies with those outstanding CSR reputations. So for example, like Vodafone, they have came out with some innovative ways to address the barriers to education. For example, they have digitalized educations because it will offer flexibility in learning and then increase efficiencies in delivering the knowledge to larger populations and make the process of learning more modern and engaging. The introduction of low-cost models has increased the affordability of the people in rural areas to access the education. Vodafone also assists with women to overcome the cultural obstacles because the social rules may refrain the women from accessing the education. So some of the programs, such as the classroom sessions of the project, are held in the venues that are easily accessible by women, such as the community halls or the church, especially in the remote villages. And many of the volunteer facilitators are women as well, and this has largely increased the participation rate of the women. Other than that, Vodafone addressed the health issue that was not done by the Al-Mansour. Although they are a telecommunication company, but they do emphasize on the impact of the radio frequencies emissions so that the public is aware of it, and then they also educate the public on how to overcome the radio frequency emissions. And the next one that I would like to talk is about Danone, is a food and beverage company. The milk consumption in Egypt does not meet what recommended by WHO, so Danone worked in collaboration with NGO to address the issue of underdeveloped milk productions in Egypt. They have adopted the genuine bottom of pyramid strategies to ensure a fair and inclusive growth of the community. Other than increasing their product availability, Danone integrates the sales representative, the retailers, and distributors in the value chain, and that contributes to an ecosystem that ensures sustainable development. And then the integration of impoverished populations also a very important part of it because it serves as the basis of the economic development rather than developing new products that targeting the bottom of pyramid consumers. Other than that, Danone provide trainings to educate the farmers on hygienic practice that will improve the animal health and knowledge to increase the milk productions and quality. The third company that I would like to talk about is Marvelous. They do not clearly define the CSR objective, but they try to accommodate the growing needs of the consumer preference. So, for example, when the community is has very become conscious about the sodium and saturated fat content of the food, then the company has promoted the healthy lifestyle and nutrition awareness. So this allows the company to allocate the resources in an effective and efficient way to address the issues or challenges facing by the society. Marvelous has helped the farmers to increase the productions through the transfer of knowledge. This is because meat is a very important part of diets in Egypt, but the production is far below the country needs. So Marvelous has trained 55 rural community leaders in one of the program, and these leaders will transfer knowledge to approximately 3,000 local farmers to improve the quality of the products and to increase their income. This has ensured continuity and sustainability of the project. Besides that, they have set up the demonstrations in several governors and train agriculture guides in several cooperatives to serve as proxy community leaders. This helped in transferring their technical knowledge to 50 farmers in each governance and leading to cumulative number of people that benefit from the project. This has gained trust and acceptability from the farmers and eventually adoption of the technical knowledge delivered by the company. Lastly, with the collaboration with reliable NGOs, it has secured trust and confidence of the local farmers towards the project and therefore achieve a successful partnership with the civil society. That's all from me. Thank you.
19. Then I will present about the suggestion model or program for Al-Mansour, which is the integration of technology in education, integration of IT to help disabled, using IT to promote business ethics in company and corporate volunteering. First one is the integration of technology in education. The main mission is in Al-Mansour is to educate the youth and for eradicate poverty. Then next will be the benefit graph from participation rate from 100 to 1,000 because they do not have the education, proper education for young children and also for women, so that once they have the education, they will go from 100 to 1,000. Then the IT department also create the technology such as the technology telecommunication. Then they share to the schools and they can share the technology communication and share for job to find more information about their studies and communicate very and so on. Lastly will be the accessibility of women to education. Some women do not have the education, so that the IT will teach them how to use the technology to have the cooking skills, to enhance the to have the better living standards. Then next is the corporate volunteering. The main objective is the engagement of internal and external in the organizations. Then they also requires the company to support and encourage the employees to have a giving back to the society. And they also include the internally promoting, organizing the team players, awards, and release their employees, release them from work. Then they also encourage the employees to join and benefit them by the end of the program. Then the integration of IT to help disabled. Then in Egypt, approximately 15 million of people was disabled. Then most of the company don't want to hire them because of their disease, such as Down syndrome. Then besides that, the IT department also have some solution to help them to work from home, such as telecommunication, to do some various software. For example, the Adobe Acrobat Connect, voice recognition, and the speech synthesizer. Next, we'll be using the IT to promote business ethics in company. Then the main business ethics is by using business ethics will be listed in the mission through internet, because they publish the annual CSR report to make some easy for stakeholders or some various stakeholders and make them easy available online. They also play an important role in spreading the information. They also can create the blog for employer and employee interaction to improve some telecommunications or other skills. Then they also create the external blogs for customer feedbacks to improve some products or create new products to serve the communities. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Rashid. We are representing the group 8. So I'll be the last one to give the impact of the proposed program of Al-Mansour. Practically, they have 4 segments that Al-Mansour have given impact to the community. First and foremost is the integration of technology in education. So in the sense that Al-Mansour has introduced new high-tech methods to the education system. So indirectly they have replaced the traditional methods of teaching. By doing so, they have improved the understanding for the student and the community. The third one is establishment of gender equality. So in the sense that prior to this, the female being neglected in the education system due to their cultural and so on. So now the female and male are on equal par. So in the sense that they were given an opportunity to study in the education and compete among themselves. And the fourth one is to increase awareness and importance of education to the community. So in the sense that prior to this, the education is not that important segment in the Egypt community, but now by having this sort of program, so Al-Mansour are introducing this kind of new technology in education, so hopefully they will increase awareness among parents to make education an important segment in their life. Secondly is the corporate volunteering. So corporate volunteering is a kind of a CSR where Al-Mansour have introduced. Firstly is the main objective is to enhance the skill of the employees. That is through training and development. Training and development like training of leadership, communication, and problem solving skills. So indirectly, the competency of the workers will be increased by having this program. And the third one is they tend to attract talent in the sense talent for the Al-Mansour group manpower. So in the sense that due to the enhancement of their skill, so potential of talented employee are there. And last one is to increase the employee retention. So I think everywhere you come to see that the attrition rate for the employees in all the establishment is really high. So by giving this kind of corporate training development, you tend to increase the employee retention in the group itself. Thanks. Okay, the third one is the integration of IT to help disabled community. So normally in Egypt, disabled community is being left out. So in the sense that Al-Mansour trying to improve their image and reputation by having helping this group of disabled community. So by having that, they tend to have diversity in their manpower denomination. So indirectly, the company will also get the tax relief and tax credit from the government by introducing this program to help disabled community. And the last one is also to increase job retention rate. So in the sense that the disabled community will stay a lot more longer, and then they think that it's worthwhile staying with the company that helped them. So in the sense that the attrition rate among disabled will be reduced. And the fourth one is using IT to promote business ethic in the company. So the IT itself can improve the company's ethic by having increase in customer loyalty, in the sense that once a lot of activities CSR being done by the group, so it will increase their customer loyalty to their brands and also to the company. So indirectly, it will increase the sales of the company itself. Since the customer are loyal, they bound to buy a lot of products from the company. So indirectly, the community in the manpower of the company also increases, so it reduces the employee turnover. So indirectly, it also increase the productivity of the company and create awareness of their brand, Al-Mansour brand.